to another episode of System Shock Radio. I, as always, am your host, Nigel, and today's episode I'm going to keep kind of short because it is Easter Sunday, and I do want to have you guys spend some time with your family and everything, especially with what's going on, spending time with family, whether in person or out of person, is so important. So I'm not going to be long, just a few minutes. But of course, as per usual, we're going to start with the answer to last week's riddle, and it was this. So the riddle last week was, what has a head and a tail, but no body? And one more time, what has a head and a tail, but no body? And the answer to that one is very simple. It's a coin. So, of course, when you flip a coin and you have heads and you have tails, but you don't have a body, you just have the upper extremities of the president on the coin. And, of course, the backside, but nobody. But that was it. And we're going to move right into our first topic. And I actually only have two topics for today. Like I said, I'm going to keep it brief. And this one is why forgiveness is so important. And I believe it's something I may have touched upon. It was either on here or on my Rated N page. Go check that out, guys. And um, the reason forgiveness is so important is because, first of all, it's for you, not necessarily for the other person. You see, when you forgive somebody, you release that burden off of you, off your back, off your chest, and that weight is lifted off of you. And that's so important because when that weight is lifted off of you, when you forgive that person, it allows you to breathe and live again for yourself. So forgiveness is for you, and it's so important. And it's also important because it allows you to move on. And if you've done something bad to someone, which we've all done at some point, you'd want that person to forgive you. So if you want that person that you did wrong to forgive you, why can't you forgive somebody else? So, just take a few moments at some point in your life to reflect and see who you have to forgive, who you have to ask for forgiveness is from, and um, go forgive that person, go ask for forgiveness because ultimately it's for you. It's to help you move on. And in some places, is in some with some people, it leads to reconciliation. Sometimes barriers are broken down and people reconcile because they forgive each other and a new relationship is formed. Now, the relationship probably won't be the same after you forgive, but it may be repaired, and possibly it may even become stronger. Who knows? So, take the time at some point to forgive someone and to ask for forgiveness. And my other topic is some places I really love to visit. So, um, one thing that you may not know is that there's a lot of places I have not been that I want to go to at some point in my life, possibly after I graduate from college. So, some of those places include Italy. I want to travel to Italy. I've heard so many nice things about the place. Of course, there's the architecture, especially in it's the center of Catholicism, and the architecture is very nice. Of course, the paintings, a lot of famous painters come from Italy, so I want to go check that out. New York City, the Big Apple. Well, never been to New York City. Always wanted to go. I heard it's super busy and everything, and the rats are as big as my head, but I still want to go. It seems like it would be so much fun, and there'll be a lot of cool things to check out there. There's, of course, Times Square, there's Central Park, there's the pizza shops, there's Madison Square Garden, all kinds of fun stuff. There's even the Lego store that opened over there. So I'd want to travel there. Africa, definitely want to travel to Africa, get in touch with my heritage, go see what it's like over there. Because oftentimes, what you realize when you travel to another country is that your culture is very different from theirs in some areas, but it's also very similar in some areas. So I definitely want to travel to Africa. I heard it's beautiful over there. Japan, I heard, is really nice as well. and there's a lot of technological advancement going on over there. That'd be awesome to check out. And in Great Britain, going to the UK, I heard that that was fun to travel over there. So just some places I definitely love to visit at some point before I transition from this life to the next. So definitely want to travel there, but that is about it. Like I said, keeping it brief. And we're going to leave you with next week's riddle, and then I will see you next week. So this one's a bit of a dark one. It's a bit saddening, but it's also a very clever riddle. It's one that makes you think, at least in my high opinion. So, a father and his son are in a fatal car crash. The father is killed, but the son survives. He is rushed to the hospital, but the surgeon says, I can't operate on this child. He's my son. How's that possible? All right, let's read it one more time. A father and his son are in a fatal car crash. The father is killed, but the son survives. He is rushed to the hospital, but the surgeon says, I can't operate on this child. He is my son. How is that possible? That is going to be your riddle for next week, and I will see you all next week. You have a great Easter Sunday, and have a great week as well to you and your families. All right, have a good one.